The following very serious video should be considered as a public service announcement. I am here to debunk a saying that has been used for many years, which is that Mazda's MX-5 Miata is always the answer. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth. Sure, the Mazda MX-5 has a lot going for it, but in the real world, can it always be the answer? In the following video, I will demonstrate that it certainly is not. Let's just say you're off to the gym or your yoga class or whatever, assuming that they're all open, and you want to bring your exercise ball with you. We have a problem, don't we? Oh, we can just put that in the cabin, you say? Sure, let's do that. Oh, looks like we have a problem, don't we? Okay, fine. If that fails, so far it's not the answer. Let's just say, oh, I don't know, your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend calls you up and needs your help to clean the rain gutters. Not bad, you have a small ladder at home. So you offer, sure. So you want to load up your aluminum ladder. I'm sure no police officer will pull you over if they see you driving like this. The problem also lies in the fact that any garden variety SUV, pickup truck, station wagon, or minivan could easily handle both items at the very same time. I think you're beginning to understand what I'm trying to say. Mazda MX-5 might be a lovely little car to have, but it certainly isn't the answer. Do you need more proof? Here it is. Now, I don't want to be the one to underestimate the Mazda MX-5's towing capacity. However, in this position, well set up to tow a trailer, the issue is that the car is so low to the ground that I can't even see around the trailer. In fact, all I can see is everything below it. Now that's another serious problem with the Mazda MX-5. Now, if I was to attempt to seriously criticize the 2021 Mazda MX-5, well, that would be to say that it is very far from being the affordable toy it once was. To give you an idea, here's pricing. $26,830 for the base MX-5 in the US, $33,200 in Canada. There's also the gorgeous RF, but every time I get the opportunity to drive an MX-5, manual soft top. But if you're interested in the RF, base price in the US, $33,045. In Canada, $40,200. My tester right here, without a shadow of a doubt, is the most interesting, compelling, delicious version of the car. It is a GSP, so the trims are GS, GSP, GT, and the 100th anniversary car. Why is this the most interesting? Well, it's $37,200 in Canada. Of course, it's not cheap, but the advantages are very compelling. You got a front strut tower bar, you get Bilstein dampers, a limited slip differential, along with all the other MX-5 standard goodies. But my car right here, this one, this beauty, has the sport package, which is something that you cannot overlook. It gives you those beautiful 17-inch black BBS wheels, the red painted calipers, Brembo up front, Recaro seats on the interior. I guess we do that now, I mean, because since we're outside, inside, it's all the same. Grand total for this car is $41,600. The thing with this car is that it'll never grow old. It'll never be outdated. It'll never be over. What I'm trying to say is that it is a perpetual, everlasting, forever good car. And another thing too, it certainly isn't a Citroën, aka a lemon. These cars happen to be extremely efficient, unbelievably reliable, and fantastic to drive. And yes, we've come to that point in the video now where we're going to go for a spin. Then I'll tell you a whole bunch of things you probably already know. There's just a quick shot of the interior, and yes, of course, It is a 6-speed manual example. So without further ado, it is time for a drive. In all seriousness, the driving experience is what makes the Mazda MX-5 always the answer, obviously. Like I said, this is not something you don't already know. Now, I'm not sure about the mic. Yes, we do have a new mic, so the sound should be much better. And I'm trying not to scream. But yes, in all seriousness, the Mazda MX-5 is one of the greatest, and always will be one of the greatest driving cars. A lot of it has to do with the structure, the chassis, the way everything is set up, the weight distribution, which is perfect. And bar none, the manual transmission is also absolutely part and parcel to that experience. Specifically though, what enthusiasts have wanted since forever is a couple years ago, Mazda decided to up the ante as far as the power output is concerned with the car. And now, as you probably know, the 2-liter produces 181 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, just 500 short of the red line, and 151 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM, which means that, well, I don't want to say for the first time, but when you floor it, the front a little bit, which is an absolutely fantastic feeling. Oh my goodness. It is an experience. It is unlike anything else on the road. You all know this. But what you need to remember is that if you get the GSP, you have to get the sport package. Because what the Bilstein dampers do is not aggravate the ride comfort in this car. In fact, it just amplifies it. Whatever graininess, which is something you want in this car, whatever is available from the road surface, is actually catapulted into the cabin through the shifter, the pedals, the steering wheel, and with your butt firmly being hugged by these superb Recaro seats. The one thing that always comes up when I drive an MX-5 or anyone else reviews it is the fact that speed no longer matters. Actual real speed, like looking at the speedo, because it's that sense of speed that really makes all the difference. You're so close to the ground. You're so involved in the driving. The impression right now that I'm doing a when I'm it's just fantastic. It always will be. Oh yeah, and the heel and toe is glamorously easy to do. You just want to push this car hard. It's a momentum car, obviously, but once you get going, you will get the impression that nothing else can come close to you. It delivers the fizzes, the experience, the excitement, the involvement. This car is always the answer when you're bored, when you're depressed, when you're down. And the beauty is that you don't have to worry about, getting pulled over for speeding, because just that I'm doing 85 kilometers an hour right now, and I'm so entrenched in everything that's going on around me that even the freaking Corolla just up ahead of me isn't really bothering me. I mean, obviously, yes, I'd be hammering it a lot more if it wasn't there, but even so. Oh, glory, glory. I'm always excited about the Miata. I would buy, but way in the back of my mind, I'm thinking NE. Does that mean that the next generation MX-5 is going to be electric? Did they plan it that way? I mean, I don't want to start rumors or anything, but it just seems too perfect. And if I know Mazda, the NE will be just as good as this to drive, but two things will be sorely lacking, and that's that, the manual transmission, and the sound of that 4-cylinder, which is just part of the whole experience. Unfortunately, the NE will probably be a little faster, but anyway, I'm only going on like this because everyone knows that, in fact, the Mazda MX-5 is always the answer. Always the answer. And if you can buy one and afford one, just do it. You will never, ever regret it.